So before you snap your fingers and roll your neck, listen. So let me turn down this air. Hopefully y'all can hear my air, but I'm sitting in my car. So this video is going to be what's this video gonna be, girl? Basically talking about credit score. I know somebody on my new home tour asked about credit score range. Shout out to y'all for showing me the love. Like, I understand I have been doing videos, but this, my new home tour video, like, I'm so happy how many views I have, the comments, even if it was like something that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, but you still chose to comment, you chose to watch. Shout out to y'all for showing me love. Like, that video got a lot of views. I'm not a YouTube partner, but it still got a lot of views. Anywho, so this video, I am coming to you to talk about credit score, how I got my house, and everything. So a little background: I am a veteran. I am a disabled veteran. With saying that, I got tired of moving around. If you've been in the military, you probably moved around a lot. I was in the Army for 12 years. So I was just like, I'm tired of renting. I was renting a house before I bought this house. If I keep looking away because it's a bird, like, just keep. A bird tried to attack me one day at work. Anywho. So, yeah, I was like, I am tired of renting. I want to be able to put stuff up on the wall, not have to worry about me having to fill the hole or repainting just to get my deposit back. And if you follow me on YouTube, or not YouTube, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you know me personally, you saw like a couple of paintings I showed. Like, I want to start back painting and be able to hang it up. So first, somebody did ask, like, credit score range. I would say it depends on what type of loan you're trying to use. For example, FHA, VA, I just put those two together, and conventional. Now, I am not a credit expert. I am not a, what you call those people that sell houses? I got a brain fart. Like, anywho, I'm just a regular person. Me, I knew I wanted to use the VA loan. I'm a veteran. I'm a disabled veteran. So I knew VA loan, I don't have to put anything down. And also, with me being disabled, if you didn't know, if you are a certain percentage, you don't have to pay the, dang it. I just got a brain fart. It's a fee. Funding fee. So I knew I wouldn't have to pay the funding fee. So I basically knew, like, it's a possibility I can get a home and not have to put no money down. But for VA loans, you still have to go through a bank, and they have their rules on credit score. So I would say look at what type of loan you're trying to use. I think a good rule is to have a 620 and above. I know for VA loans, the typical credit score that most lenders want you to have is a 620. So some may go under, like, 620, but I know a lot of banks like you to have 620. So I would say look at trying to have a 620. Also, make sure your debt to income ratio is good. For me, my debt to income ratio was good because of my pay. Now, at first, I'm not an expert. Half of this stuff, I'm telling y'all, I found out during research while I was in the process of buying a home. Well, actually, yeah, while I was in the process of buying a home. So, FedEx, y'all got something for me, girl? No, probably not. Anywho, so with saying that, I I think part of what helped me is that I was already approved with Navy Federal. I just chose not to go through Navy Federal. We gonna talk about them in another video. I did go with the builder lender, like, you know how builders have relationships. I did go with their lender. They did help me with my closing costs. So back to the original story before I just gave y'all a story time. Credit score, I would say try to have a 620, at least a 600 and above. But I think, I could be wrong, I am not a realtor credit expert, but I think some loans can do like 590s, but I would say try to have a 600, 620. Also, your debt to income ratio. As I said before, I thought my debt was gonna hurt me, but I have my VA disability, which is tax-free, and then I also work. So I know a lot of people say do not buy a car before you buy a house. I actually did. I got a Tesla, if y'all can see. I'm turning around. Y'all can see the screen. I was looking at YouTube in here. I got a Tesla. I got my Tesla in September 2020. So that's like maybe that's about 9 months before I got my house. But with saying that, I'm not saying to go buy you a car. I'm saying I was able to get a car and then get a house because of my income. So with my debt to income, like with this house, I'm still good. I'm not in the red. So you have to pay attention to your credit score and your debt to income. Also figure out what lender you want to use and what builder, because they, of course, every builder have a preferred lender. And at first I was like, they just want extra money, but then the preferred lender will probably give you extra bonuses. Like I said, with Navy Federal, they wasn't really giving me nothing. It was like horrible customer service. I love Navy Federal, but for the home loan, it was horrible customer service. The builder preferred lender, they gave me money towards my closing costs. The guy was nice, Bill. He was so super nice, and my closing had kept getting pushed back. With that, I had to keep paying for a long lock rate, and it was like $199. But I think out of the 3 times, I think my closing got pushed back 3 times. 2 times, the lender basically paid for it. They changed the numbers, gave me more money, so they basically paid for it. And I think the last one I ended up having to pay for it. So sometimes going with the preferred lender can be a blessing. Because if I would have went with Navy Federal, I would have had to come out of pocket at least, I say, at least like $8,000 when I went to sign, and I didn't. So debt to income, credit score, make sure you pay your bills on time. If you have any like recent past dues, you might want to wait. I'm not going to say you might want to wait, but I would say talk to a realtor or a lender to see, because I heard like recent past dues. I didn't, which is a blessing because when I was younger, girl, and then I forget to pay stuff. So I like to have stuff like automatic. So yeah, I don't know. I think FHA for the credit score is probably close to VA. I think it's closer to VA. I don't know a lot about those other loans, but yeah. And also, if you're looking to buy a home, I know it's stuff out there to help you. I heard about the whole new Biden law or bill to help home buyers. I don't know much about that, but I did a lot of research. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I'm gonna link somebody down below if I can. I watched a lot of her YouTube videos, but it wasn't really a lot for VA loans. But I think she does good explaining like the home buying process. This is a big one. I use 2 different things to check my credit score. One is Credit Karma. Now, wait before y'all come for me, okay? I know Credit Karma score don't be right. Credit Karma. Okay? I know that. So before you snap your fingers and roll your neck, listen. Okay? No, I'm just joking. I use Credit Karma because I don't use it for the credit score it shows you. I use it to see, one, my credit card utilization number, and to see when my payments are reported to the credit bureau. So that way I know, like, okay, if I pay this, what's today, y'all? Okay, if I pay this July 2nd, it'll impact this month for my credit utilization, or it's too late because Capital One already reported how much I owe. I feel like that's really good to pick, like, to see when you should pay. I like to overpay my credit cards, and what I mean, either I don't like to pay the limit unless I really, really had to, but I like to overpay. And so every month I don't have like a bill due. I still pay though, because I pay more. So I use Credit Karma for those two things, to see my credit card utilization and to see when stuff is reported as like how much I still owe. Now, the one that's on the money, baby, the one that's on the money, my FICO score. My FICO score. Now, we all know Credit Karma is free. My FICO score isn't. But baby, when I say the credit score the lenders had was exactly what my FICO had. And my FICO will break down your credit score. So what Credit Karma shows, it shows like a general credit score. My FICO breaks it down. So, well, I look like I ain't got no neck. You know, I'm trying to get these angles, honey. Slim this face. Anywho, so my FICO, you'll see your score for mortgages. You'll see your score for credit cards. You'll see your score for car loans. So that's why I say my FICO score is good. You do have to pay for it. But I feel like if you're serious about getting a house or getting a car, this is something like you should look into. And like I say, my credit score that they had was exactly from my FICO. And when it comes to credit scores, they are supposed to use the middle one. And when I mean the middle one, say for example, if your credit score, and I'm not saying like, oh, Equifax is in the middle, they have to use that. No. If your credit score is, your credit scores 3. If your credit score is 620, 540, last one is 680, 540 is in, did I say 540 or 640? 620, 640, 680. 640 is in the middle, so that's the one that they have to use. And even when you're approved, when you're denied, they're supposed to give you a copy of those credit scores. So that's why I say use my FICO. I use my FICO. Yeah, that's the one that's on the money. What else? What else? Oh, saving money. Make sure if you do go through the process and you get approved for how much you need, make sure you save money. Make sure your credit score or your savings or your checking is at least better or has improved more, like from the beginning, because they will check your credit score again. They will ask for your banking info again. They will verify that you're still working. For me, they verify my previous job, because my job now, I haven't been here for 2 years. I've barely been here for a year, I think. So they just had to make sure I was still working. What else? Oh, please don't go buy stuff. I see all the time when people like they're building a home, but they're also looking for stuff to buy. They might have the funds for that, not being in their business. But I would say try not to buy stuff. I was being super cautious. I didn't want to use no credit card. I didn't want to buy anything, especially with my closing getting pushed back. Like, I didn't buy a refrigerator until after my closing. Like, I signed my papers, got my stuff, went to get something to eat. I'm sitting in my car on my phone ordering stuff. And my furniture still ain't gonna be here to September. Like, I ordered my bed and my couch. My bed and my side tables are coming from Pottery Barn end of September, October. And I ordered a couch from West Am September. So, yeah. Anywho. So, yeah, with my closing being pushed back, like, when you're building a home, especially with COVID and the lack of materials, like, I know people think we're good because the vaccinations, not having to wear a mask, but it still is an impact. Like, the lack of materials, yeah, it's made a lot of things longer. The lack of builders, and there's a high demand of houses. This is why there is a seller's market, because of the high demand. So with saying that, when you're building a home, your closing can be pushed back, and you don't know, so you went out here and bought all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they will check your finances again. Like, you got to give all your finances at the start. You got to show them your bank accounts, show them your income, you got to your credit score. And then some lenders, I heard some lenders would do it like the day of closing or the day before closing, and yeah, they check all that stuff again. So some people don't know that. Yeah, they check all that stuff again. I'm saying it again. What else? If I left anything out, I'll put it down below. I'm just trying to give as much information because some of the stuff I didn't know. And like I said, I just YouTube, Google, and yeah. And just talked about my process. I think having a really, really good realtor is very helpful. Like, my realtor was very helpful. She ain't no pushover. And yeah. She was very helpful. And a good lender as well. I can't think of the name of the lender I went with, but the person I work with, he was really good. And yeah. So, hopefully I edit this video and it's not as long as I'm looking at. So, guys, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share. I don't remember the person's name on YouTube that left a comment asking about credit score range, but I hope this video did help. Some people did like send me messages on Instagram as well and asked, so I hope this helped y'all as well. And this bird, y'all, like, whew, got me nervous. Quick little story. So at work, I was walking in a parking lot. Like, I had my bag. I just came from the store. And I felt something, like, go by me, but I didn't see it. And I just saw the bird. And I was like, oh, the bird was turning around and was, like, coming at me. And I had to swing my bag. And I was like, you know what? See, the day I try to be somewhat healthy and walk across the street and get some food, you know, get some little steps in, some little exercise, a bird tried to attack me. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I drive everywhere. Like, I really was about to walk to the mailbox. That is literally down the street from me. But this bird, girl, I'm about to drive this car right down to the mailbox and drive back. I don't have time for this.